sector in Nigeria and get to expand on them with a view to hearing from you, the listener, as to what your ideas are for the next elected government officials. No doubt Nigeria needs a whole lot of revamping, restructuring, and just generally, turn around and overhauling different of the sectors, looking at how things have deteriorated. So today, our focus is going to be on the oil and gas sector. And the question would be to you, dear listener, how do you think, or what are the policy drives and what are the action and in action, they want to put it that way, that the next government needs to take in order to ensure that the oil and gas industry in Nigeria begins to function effectively. We know that oil and gas is one of the major revenue drivers for Nigeria. But in all sense of honesty, how much of that have we utilized to ensure that this country stays, afloat and that, things really work for us? With the poor state of infrastructure, even though the government or the present administration has prided itself as one administration that has put in infrastructure. But just think about how much more we could have done in terms of infrastructural development, human development, and a whole lot, due to the oil and gas industry functioning well. Unfortunately, though, all is not well in that industry. And so that's the question this day that I want to put to you. With the incessant fuel queues every day, it tells you that something ails that industry or that sector. Now, we saw the passing of the PIB, which many heralded and gave an applaud, saying that, well, this is going to mark the beginning of a change or turnaround in the oil and gas sector of Nigeria. The division of, or, how do you call it now, restructuring of oil and gas, industry to the mainstream or upper middle and downstream sector, with privatizing the NNPC, which is the major institution driving that sector in Nigeria. But then many months down the line, passing the PIB, how much can we say we've benefited? How change has come in? Subsidy is still a bill for us. Queues are still there. We still do not refine oil in Nigeria. We still go to other countries to refine this crude that we have in abundant, quantity here. We take it to other countries to refine for, and then we come back and sell it at very, very exorbitant prices. So that right now, fuel price or PMS is skyrocketed to nearly 300, in some places, nearly 400. Right here in the FCT, we're between 195 to over 200 in different places, or depending on your location. So these are very pertinent questions, seeing how much of pain this has cost Nigeria because of the malfunctioning of this industry. We cannot take away the fact that, look, it's something that we'll talk about as to what is the agenda you're going to set for the next government coming in, for the next leadership coming in, with a view to putting this sector right. Okay? So that's what I want to hear from you this day. You can join us on our Facebook, platform, which is Nigeria Info Abuja. You will be streaming live. That is Nigeria Info Abuja. You can drop your comments and your thoughts with us there as we go on with the show. And Twitter is Nigeria Info ABJ. And the number is to call in case you want to participate via the phone line, 0700 951 0000. Also, WhatsApp is 080 9993 137 and 080 9597 4869. Please join me on all social media platforms and let's get to talk as to how we can fix this problem and set your agenda for the next government coming in with regards to policy drive actions and, delicate steps to take in order to ensure that the oil and gas sector and industry in Nigeria is put aright. Okay, so if you have anything to say this afternoon, we'd love to hear from you as you call on I've already called them, so no need to call them out again, even though I'll be calling them intermittently for those of you who do not have them. So we have somebody here. Let's see who is here. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name?
Calling.
Okay, Adewumi. You want to make your contribution on this?
I know.
Adewumi, you may want to call me back. That connection is very bad, terribly bad. Sorry about that. It's not about hearing me. It's about the output here. Once it's not good, then we cannot take the call. Hello. Good afternoon.
Swat.
Yes, sir.
And Debbie the Losi.
Debbie's not here. I'm here flying solo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are feeling solo.
Yes.
So
yes.
I wish you best.
Thank you.
You touch where it pains me more. Most especially if you're talking of energy. We can't do, without this oil and gas. It compromises almost all the energies in this country. We are talking of electricity, we are talking of oil and gas, we are talking of gas entirely. My electable idea is that for this government, some people say government doesn't have hand in business, but I always cherish whenever Dr. Majid is in this show. You always say that government must have hand in business. We see NLG thrive because government have their own share there, and it works. And I just came from Kano last week. Even in Kaduna, we buy fuel at the rate of 350, 370 due to the location that you find yourself. Even in Kano, some places are selling for almost 400 per liter. And this is the country that have 4 refineries, and we have president as the Minister of Petroleum. What this government should have been done is that they should call this company. Chia, you are the one that built Kaduna refinery. Shell, Chevron, Ajib, you are the one that built all this. And this refinery are built by General Yakubu Gawan. Somebody will come and be saying that it was by Buhari and so on and so forth. See how these companies will come. Be maintaining this thing. Let me have their own share. They should monitoring all this thing. And I'm telling you, bet me, as soon as this company took over, they will make sure that everything works because they know they have their own share. I don't want to lose at Ngoche now. As Ngoche will start now, he won't fail because this is business. He has interest in it.
All right, Selassie.
Round up. Try. So these are my electable idea. Now go.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your electable idea this afternoon, Selassie. Hello.
Are you here now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Mr. Selassie, I agree to my brother. I don't call him back.
All right.
My own number one, whoever will become next president, he should allow us to debate as a Nigerian. Number one, whoever becomes president should not make himself the petroleum minister. Either you know about it or you don't know about it, like this president. Swat, look at yesterday, State Minister of Petroleum is in more by telling us that we should not buy fuel more than 184 naira per liter. I say, are you taking us for granted or what? Is it that they want to hear from us? Because Nigeria where the same NNPC that you people are coordinated are selling above the money that you are mentioning. That he said it on news that anybody who stands beyond 84 should be dealt with, should be arrested. Who will do that? You see, you and I. So, in a nutshell, whoever will come, number one, you media, now to challenge them. Secondly, I'm always bent on you people. Judiciary allow this present regime, and I'm not calling them organization, I'm not calling them government, them like a regime, because a government who does not respect rule of law, who didn't live in anything Supreme Court say, you cannot call that type of regime a government. You understand? So now, whoever will come should allow Nigeria to dictate. It will not be that he or she will be the one that will dictate. And
thank you.
Somebody who competent to be in charge of oil sector. If not, we will continue. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Adiomi, for sharing your electable ideas. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Swat.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is Engineer Ola.
Okay. Welcome, Engineer Ola. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, the electable idea. I just have a little thing to say.
Okay.
Madam Swat.
Yes, I'm listening.
The electable idea is very simple. About the issue of fuel refinery, about the issue of our refinery, right?
Yeah, oil and gas sector generally.
Oil and gas sector. Let me just talk about the issue of refinery.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, there are these people you call illegal, illegal refinery that they were mounting on them in Port Harcourt and all of that.
Yeah.
If you look at China, they have mini factory. Factory that even you can produce something even in the room. And the government about it. You see, all these things we're talking about refinery. What we are talking about now is for you to look for a quick solution before you now get the main solution to cushion the effect of everything. You see those people that are doing illegal refinery, as a government, I'm going to bring them in. You understand? And I'm going to make sure that they are doing it in a way that government will also show them some way and it's going to also create a job You understand what I'm saying now? So you see, saying illegal. What I'm trying to say is that illegal refinery, are they retain the product or not? Which is what Nigeria need at the moment. You understand? And you bring
But don't you think that if we allow the illegal refineries, so to speak, it might just go out of control? So maybe how about regulating or, placing some sort of mechanism to regulate them?
Mr. Swat, thank you. You are talking about regulation. In this same country, you have a terrorist. You arrest a terrorist. And then you came back and tell the people that the terrorists have repented, and then you're putting them into the Nigerian army or back into the society. You say, we shouldn't. Look, if government wants something to do, government wants something done, since as well, it won't take them time. You are government, you have all the power, you have all the resources. All these things is not rocket science. All right. We see it is doable.
All right. Thank you so
very much.
Okay. Don't forget, you can leave us comments on our various social media handles. We're streaming live on YouTube. You can just go to Nigeria Info Abuja. Simply type on the search button on YouTube, Nigeria Info Abuja, one word, and you see us streaming live. Please join in. Leave your comments there. Facebook is Nigeria Info Abuja. We're also streaming live from there. You can drop your comments and your thoughts, and I'll be reading them in a bit. Okay, if you want to call in, the numbers still remain the same: 0700 951 0000. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Swat.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
This is Abdul from God.
All right, this is the Electable Ideas. Share your ideas with us.
Yeah, my Electable idea is more like I want to key into what Elder and Lassie has said. Then I'll say one or two as regards what the last caller said, because all of them are just dancing around what I have dancing in my head. You see, the government can just come in by all these illegal refineries that they're saying they have seen and all that. Why not make the registration something that is close to nothing to them? Because the truth still remains, whether we like it or not, they are still supplying us what we are using, and it is not harmful. So why not try and make them a part of you by making them register, and you try and monitor? The country is supposed to be easier than what the government is doing. Just like one of the callers said, it's more like a regime and not governance. All of these things, our government is like they're not even willing to apply it at all.
Okay.
That is also what I have to say.
Thank you, Abdul. Appreciate your electable ideas shared with us. Hello. All right. Call there. We take on this one. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Swat. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Abubakar from Wallet.
All right, welcome.
We need a leadership with political will to reorganize our oil sector entirely, to transform it into a formidable, oil and gas regional hub for whole Africa. And even beyond, we need the technology, we need the capable mind, the technocrat, the people with experiences and international exposure, so that we can utilize and exploit our oil and gas resources.
Okay.
We have seen how Qatar recent hosted the last call, how they combat their oil and gas resources in enormous wealth. They even use it to diversify into tourism and other assets, which will serve the people forever. They have created sustainable development and wealth for their people for generations, years unborn. But we need a party with a political will, by God's grace. And I don't know saying whoever. It's not a nation. It's not whoever. Nigeria have choice. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's read the messages that we have this afternoon. Just a few of them, but all the same. Mr. Godwin, obedience structure in Area 11 said, if the head of the fish is bad, it affects the entire body. On the benefits from PIA implementation, we're good in formulating policies and reports, but hardly implement them. I strongly believe that if we get it right on 25th, we'll have a president that will make his words his actions. Okay. This is from Banky in Taco. He said, "Hi, lovelies. In spite of the many pains that is cannot take step of withdrawing the petroleum city and adding value to all economic sectors. There is need to have frequent and continuous auditing of all sectors to prevent corruption," says Banky. Thank you so much. Then this one said, "Good afternoon. I watched a channel's TV documentary where they gave live footage and analysis of the illegal refineries. So these guys just cook the crude oil and extract mostly diesel, and the remaining are residue which are dumped on the environment. They are actually wasting the crude and polluting the environment. It would be a shame for government to make them legal." Okay, I mean, there's a way you can always rate these guys and put in some checks and balances here and there, because not all things should be thrown away. These guys are cashing out on it. How about ensuring that, you give a facelift to that industry and help them, pumping money into that sector? It's just the same thing, with creators or creative people, innovators who come up with things that at first sight, you might feel this is not even, maybe they invent something like a torchlight that doesn't have longevity. But then once you pump in money, when you pump in money into such sectors, it gives them some sort of strength to perfect their innovation. The same thing with the refineries or the illegal oil bunkering guys. I guess if money is put into and there's some sort of structuring given to that sector, I'm sure things will turn around. It will not always be that bad because regulation comes in, some sort of monitoring mechanism is put in place, and everything picks up, right? So we don't have so much time. Again, we will continue with a page. If you can leave us messages on our Facebook page, that is Nigeria Info Abuja, and YouTube, where we're streaming live on Nigeria Info Abuja. Okay, so let's go back and take on this call right now. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Thank you. So, Nigeria Info Abuja, my first one.
Yes, you're on to Nigeria Info. Tell me your name.
All right. Yes, I'm trying to look to your office. I'm just the office in Abuja.
Where are you, sir?
Or better still, the person that I would like to speak with you. Let me just give the number to you. I want to share.
Okay, sir, we're live on air now, so I don't think you give any number on air. Can you send me a message on 080-999-30, then I'll respond to you. 999-30 137. 137. Please send me a message on that. Okay, we are live on air right now. Thanks so much. Okay, so that's it. Sorry for that little detour there. Making inquiries. Hello.
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 Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Electable Ideas.
Yes. My Electable Idea.
What's your name, sir? Tell me your name first.
My name is Asibo Kole from Buhari.
Okay, go ahead.
That's why my Electable Idea is I'm going to pocket legal settlement and stability. I'm going to carry all Nigeria together in my government, and also dissolve every dissolvable.
We're talking about the next government. Are you the next government or something?
Yes, I'm going to, like the oil sector, I'm going to reform it, dissolve every thing there, the structure.
Okay, so let me understand. You are saying I'm going to. Why are you saying I'm going to? Why?
What I'm saying, the next government.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go on.
Yes. Like the power sector, there's corruption in that area. They should dissolve it completely. And also the judiciary. Dissolve it and also, if you want the economy to work.
So we live in a country where we don't have a judiciary, is what you're saying? If you say they should dissolve it, then that means we will not have a judiciary or oil sector or something.
They will reorganize it. Dissolve and reorganize.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Interesting. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Good afternoon to you.
Hello, Auntie Swat. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Ahmed. Calling you from Gariki.
Okay, welcome, Ahmed.
First, thank you. First of all, let me tell you this. Do you aware, man, all banks are not collecting note again. All filling stations are not collecting note again. Are you aware that?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But then when we're on electable ideas and we're talking about something else different. All right. Thank you so much for that. You're obviously not interested in talking about that. Right, as we begin to round up on the electable ideas, we'll take up this one. Okay, no, I think that is it. Talk about live. Thanks. Yes, we are live. Would highly appreciate if you can join and stream live on our YouTube page, which is Nigeria Info Abuja. Thank you so much for lending your voice to the electable ideas today. Looking at the oil and gas sector or industry, it's really sad what is happening, in view of the great potential that industry holds. I mean, going back to once upon a time when Nigeria was at the forefront of ensuring that, we play big brother in Africa. Unfortunately, though, it seems not to be like that anymore because I think part of the reason is that oil and gas sector has been bedeviled with lots and lots of corruption and very shady practices so that Nigeria is not benefiting anymore. I mean, go look at countries that are at the same level or even lower than Nigeria in terms of the capacity of crude oil production and see what that has done in terms of physical development and otherwise. But here we are, languishing in poverty, still being addressed as one of the poorest countries in the whole wide world all because of corruption and people not determined to carry on with the job of, taking care of what needs to be taken care of for that industry to work. Okay, so what to take? What's your electable ideas on that? And that's what I've been asking. I'll, on a quick note, take this call, which should be less than a minute. Okay, we lost out on the call as it cut there. This is where I will say my goodbyes for today. Join me again next week, Tuesday, from 1:30, where I'll be bringing another episode of Electables. I mean, if we don't go to the polls already. But there are other issues to talk about, different sectors of our livelihood and nationhood that needs to, get traction as we put forth what our ideas are. This is where I say goodbyes. Thank you so much for listening. We'll take this quick break and I'll come right back.